From as early as he can remember, Ron Asseltine was getting into trouble with his friends.
We all grew up together. We always hung together, got into trouble together, did everything together. We got into just all kinds of trouble.
And a big part of that trouble included using drugs. Ron started getting high when he was just 14.
I had friends around me who were doing it, and I wanted to fit in. It's peer pressure, plain and simple. That's what everybody was doing. I wanted to be cool.
After high school, Ron began using stronger drugs. He also started drinking. The drug and alcohol use became so constant that he couldn't hold a job. It also dulled his conscience. One day, he robbed a stereo store and immediately got arrested.
I got caught. I was chased down by the police, and they said, "Stop or we'll shoot." And I didn't even care if he shot. So at that time, I was using PCP. I was that out of my mind, I didn't even know what I was doing.
Ron was sent to a drug rehab program rather than jail. Deep down, he was glad because he wanted to stop using. He stayed clean for a year, but eventually went back to the drugs. For the next 15 years, Ron was in and out of treatment programs.
I wanted to quit. I wanted a good life for myself. I knew I wasn't going to get it staying on the path that I was. I tried various treatment centers, inpatient, outpatient, sober livings, and none of it stuck, you know. I always ended up back on the drugs.
One time, Ron was so strung out on acid that he almost jumped to his death. Hours later, he realized just how close he'd come to dying.
I just came to my end. I can't do this anymore. I just wanted the nightmare to stop of doing the drug every day, you know. It was a nowhere land. You're in no man's land.
One night, Ron was getting high and listening to music, not really paying attention to the lyrics. Suddenly, he realized those lyrics were talking about dying from drugs.
They're talking about my situation, these lyrics. And I cried out to God, and I said, "God, you got to save me. I mean, I'm going to die here. I'm going to die if you don't help me." And that's when I felt His presence come into the room. And it brought tears to my eyes. I was like, wow, you are real.
After 20 years, Ron's life began to change.
I started going to church on a weekly basis. And then it was even more than that. I'd go to Bible studies during the week. I cleaned up my life through the power of God. I beat it. Thank you, God, you know. I lift my hands up to you, Lord. And God comes down and touches you. That's one touch is all you need to change your life.